everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to make pom-pom Easter eggs. And it's pretty simple. You have just a few materials that you'll need to do this. The one thing I did not provide is a pair of scissors. If you have a pair of pretty sharp scissors at your house, you're going to need those. You have your little piece of cardboard that I've given you, and then you have 3 different colors of yarn. I have big things of it, but some of you have smaller balls of yarn or wrapped up yarn. So the first thing that we're going to do is, looking at our directions, we're going to take our first color. So start with the color that you maybe want to see the most of on your pom-pom Easter egg. So I'm going to start with this pretty teal color. And what you're going to do is taking your cardboard and starting at the top, so on one side here, you're going to wrap until you have about, let's see, a 1/2 inch thickness. So I'll show you what that means. So here we go. Okay, so do you see here? It's about a 1/2 inch, but I'm just going to keep wrapping until I have about the amount that I wanted it. The more you wrap it, the fluffier your pom-pom will be. Okay. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're just going to snip off the end of the yarn here, and it's just going to kind of hang there. Okay, so there's the first step. You've got your first color. So now choose your second color. And I'm going to choose this light yellow, kind of matches my sweater. And we're going to wrap it right below this first color, but we're going to make it just a little bit thinner of a strip because it's like going to be the stripes on our Easter egg. So you can start wrapping your second color. All right, I think I've got it pretty thick on there. Maybe wrap it one more time there. Okay, and then go ahead and snip it off. So I have just kind of 2 loose ends here, and that's okay. Now, we're going to repeat that same step with our last color. My last color is this pink color. Some of you may have this color in your kit. And the same thing, but I'm going to keep it, it looks like this one ended up the same width as my first color. That's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to try to keep it the same width as the yellow. So here we go. Wrap, wrap, wrap. And depending on how much yarn you have left after this first one, you could make more. You could make a whole basket of pom-pom Easter eggs. Okay. Just about there. Getting a little tangled here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and snip like that. So I've got my 3 colors. Now, the last step is to do the same color you did first on the end here. And you know, you don't have to do the same pattern as me if you want to just use 2 of your colors. This is just how I wrote it in the directions. So I'm going to go ahead and do my last color here, which was also my first color. Wrap, wrap, wrap. I'm going to make this section a little bit bigger. And remember, the more times you wrap, the fluffier your pom-pom will be. So, got it pretty thick on there. Do you see that? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut. All right, so now the next step here is that we are going to cut a long piece of any color of your yarn. I'm gonna just go ahead and choose yellow. So about 12 inches, which is a foot. So just kind of eyeball it. This is going to be what wraps your pom-pom all together. Okay, and we're going to slip it in between all of this yarn and the cardboard. And one way to do that, whoop, is to kind of pinch your cardboard and then go ahead and slide your string underneath. Might be a little tricky, but there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to rewrap these pieces here so they're not in my way. Yarn can get so tangly. Okay, so now I'm going to show you here what I have. I've got this long piece running through the middle. All right, now we're going to tie. Okay, so go ahead. Tie your bundle together like so. I am going to double knot it because it doesn't seem to want to stay. So you might need help with this step. Okay, now I'm going to slide it off of the cardboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my bundle over and I'm going to tie it again on this side. Okay. And I'm going to double knot it. Like I said, you might need help with this step because it is a little bit tricky. Okay, now you're going to take your scissors, and you're going to find the loops, and you're going to cut all of the loops apart. So I'm going to move my camera a little bit here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm running my scissors underneath the loops, like so. And I'm going to go all the way around. Make sure not to cut the string that's tying your bundle together. Because otherwise it'll all come apart. I'm just going to go around until I've cut all the loops. There's a few that I missed here. Just going to go back. And looks like I got most of them. Now, this is the fun part. So with your pretty sharp scissors, you've got this crazy looking kind of amoeba thing. You're going to trim your pom-pom until you get it to be the shape that you want it to be. So we're looking for kind of an egg shape. So I'm just going to kind of go around and I'm going to give my pom-pom a haircut. So these long pieces, cutting them off. I'm going to just trim, trim, trim. And keep trimming until you get the shape and the look that you want. Okay, it's not perfect, and it looks more like just a puff ball more than an Easter egg, but keep trimming till you get the shape that you want. You can cut it pretty short. The shorter you go, the more compact it's going to look. I kind of like this look to it. But experiment and have fun with your different colors, different patterns, and different trimming styles. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Make a whole basket if you have enough yarn. Maybe you have yarn at your house that you could make more, but you can continue to use the same piece of cardboard to make more pom-poms. Have fun, everyone, and happy Easter!